2018 and 2019 were two real banner years at the macro level for capital raises in cannabis, especially on the public markets. And then at the end of 2019 and turning the corner into 2020, even prior to the COVID-19 crisis hitting here in America, we saw a bit of a constriction in the public markets, which, as that's where the largest multi-state operators are funded, this is a trickle-down effect that we then started seeing permeate throughout the industry. And this is an industry that most conventional banks, as most people viewing this webinar are probably aware of, won't work with the industry. So sources of capital have always been somewhat elusive, hard to come by in the space. And then COVID-19 happened, and the public markets have just gone haywire, and individuals who may be the strong capital partner behind a license or group of licenses there in Missouri or in any other emerging market might have experienced a change in financial position, a liquidity crunch on the personal level that could also be impacting things. And so, it's interesting for me to sit here today and talk to Karin and talk to Chris and hear a little bit more closely about what's going on the ground. Certainly, we at Abaca have seen, an increase in inquiries from folks who thought that they had their capital lined up either from a private partner or perhaps from a financial institution that they had thought was going to work with them. And in either case, that's proving to no longer be true. Circumstances have changed. The passage of time alone can create a change in circumstances. A person's financial fortunes could swing in one direction or the other, or you could just walk out the door one day and get hit by a bus. These are all things that we've seen happen in the time period between when cannabis licenses get issued and when those businesses get open. And that's without a pandemic in the middle, taking the entire global economy, turning it upside down, and taking the capital markets along with it. So, as Chris said earlier in this webinar, I also believe that we're going to be hearing from more operators who are having trouble putting in place the capital that they need. Certainly, a company like Abaca is here to help, and there are others out there, but it's a big state, and I imagine we're going to start hearing of this happening more and more